Let me ask you a question today. Are you just starting out on your wealth journey? Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing 5 easy to do steps to build wealth from nothing. Frank Thomas here, Wealth Generation Strategies. Hey, I'm glad to be with you guys again today. And I got some more wealth wisdom for you. Now, this one has been built out of my own experience. So you can argue with me on it, but I really do believe this is the right way to wealth. Believe it or not, building wealth from nothing is actually really easy. But it requires you to think differently in several key areas. Also, what I'm going to be sharing with you today is a lifelong plan and not a get-rich scheme. So honestly and truthfully, if you're looking for a make it happen tomorrow, I'd check out the next video, to be bluntly honest with you. But I got some good stuff for you, so I do hope you stick around. I think the hardest problem to building wealth from nothing is not realizing the steps needed, and it can take a lifetime of mistakes to figure this out. And then you may find that you're out of time, out of luck, and you're poor, broke, or dying broke, or whatever. One further point. What I'm going to be showing you today is easy to do. And unfortunately, because it's easy to do, it's also easy not to do. So purpose yourself, if you want to be wealthy, to follow these simple steps I'll be outlining today. And finally, I've mapped this into 5 easy steps. So let's get started. First one, pay yourself first. Yeah, I've been trolled over this point in other videos. Oh, it's what I hear everywhere else. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. Yes, I do harp on this fact because you do need to pay yourself first. And there's a reason for this. If you can't perform this simple step, then you'll never build wealth from nothing unless you win the lottery, and you know the chances of that happening. We'll just leave it at that. I think betting on the ponies would be better. The idea here is that you will start to put some of what you make away for your future you. Did you get that? For your future you. This will become vital in the long run. Want a simple hack to increase your pay yourself first savings without paying more into it? It is possible. And if you're renting, consider buying a home. This can become a secondary pay yourself first strategy that is literally a forced savings plan. Part of your mortgage, and it's really important that you're paying down a mortgage. If you've got a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, and you're not paying the principal down, this doesn't work. But if you're paying that mortgage down, I've traditionally found that any money you put into that mortgage on that home for yourself will be paid back to you with interest when you sell that home in the future. I've bought and sold at least 5 homes over the years, and I found it to be true each and every time. Now, the longer you stay in that home, the more you get given back to you. In the home we're at right now, we've been in it for 5 years, and it looks like just from paying the mortgage down, I'm going to be getting a check for $100,000. You can't kick that, so we'll just leave it at that. So, good way if you want to start paying yourself first on top of paying yourself first. So, just run with me here on this. Or quite possibly, you'll be living one day in that home rent-free, so to speak, when the mortgage is paid. This is another option. Again, this will significantly accelerate your wealth date as you will have significantly reduced your monthly expenses. So either you save your money in expenses or you save money in a secondary vehicle. One way or the other. You got to pay yourself first. Plus, just think about it. If you're renting, when you leave the current place you're living in, that old landlord's going to give you a big check as a reward, right? Heck no. He'll normally charge you a damage deposit and not give you a red cent back. So something to think about here. Number 2, learn how to maximize your revenue stream. This is all about you making your time worth as much as possible. It's better to get paid $100 an hour for your efforts than to get paid $30 an hour. The math just works. You got to trust me on this one if you don't. This will require you to continue to educate yourself. It can be hard and it can cost you some money in the short term, but in the long term, it'll pay you back in spades. But so how do you choose what to learn? Sometimes learning something's not going to help you out and other things will help you out greatly. Take a look at the cost of the course in terms of time, money, and effort. And if that's going to recoup you in financial cash within 2 years, it's a good idea. This crucial step will permit you to pay yourself even more. Doing this can dramatically accelerate your efforts and get you to the finish line much, much faster. Let me give you an example. I was in the military and I'd taken a bunch of small courses on computers and stuff like that, and I had started doing a degree program in electronics and computers. Now I looked at, once I had the bachelor's degree, what was it worth to industry? How much would I get paid per hour just starting out? And then I also looked at industry certifiable exams. In other words, exams that the industry recognized as credentials. And this wasn't done in like a normal institution. This was done through outside sources. I found that the industry exams were worth 3 or 4 times more to the industry than that degree. Maybe in the long run, the degree could have been worth more, but in the forefront, the industry exams won. You can guess what I did. And let me tell you the result. I went from earning $18 an hour to earning $30 an hour in a very short span of time. It took me about a year, but I did accomplish it. I've never stopped learning, and I've just continuously increased the value of my time over time. Now, before we get to our third point, if you're enjoying this video, give it a like. It really helps me to get this video to more people. Also, if you want to hear more from this guy right here, be sure to subscribe. Either way, thank you so much. Number 3, start a new revenue stream. The easiest way to start a new revenue stream is to take your pay yourself first savings and start investing them into good investments. This will require you to become more educated in this area as well, and don't shy away from this one because many do. Again, this education can and will pay you in spades in the long run. So get that going. The idea is to get your money working as hard as you do. Next, consider another revenue stream by either developing a new product, or you or your significant other goes and gets another job, gig, or whatever. So if one of you is not working, if the other person can work, do it. Because everything they make is not going to go into the pot to cover your expenses. The idea here is to actually put it into your pay yourself first fund. Another idea is if you did buy a house, can you rent out a room or the basement as a rental suite? Something to think about. Yes, every one of these options has a fuss factor to it, but it's worthwhile in the long run. But don't overthink this step. Regardless, our new revenue streams will become further ways to increase how much we can pay ourselves first, and that's the whole idea here. Again, this will accelerate our efforts exponentially. Number 4, plan rewards on the road to wealth. Now, this does sound kind of counterintuitive, but it's really, really important. Hey, we're all human, and let me tell you a little story. All work and no play makes Jack or Jill boring. We need to see tangible results on the path to success, or else we struggle to stay on this path. Let me give you a little example. My wife and I had gone several years without any reward to our efforts, and it really started to suck. But when we planned a great vacation about 6 months or a year down the road, we found that we would walk on glass on our hands across the road to make it happen. 2 years ago, we planned a big vacation to go to my wife's home, Cape Town, South Africa. It took us about 9 months to save the money, plan our trip, and man, it made everything easy for those 9 months while we waited because we had this big reward in sight. We found we spent much less on anything else during that time because we wanted to save it for our vacation. And we naturally saved more in our pay ourselves fund because we didn't feel the need to go get that extra donut or the cappuccino or the new gadget or whatever it was because we were motivated to stick to this path and have that great vacation. So plan to reward yourself with something that is tangible down the road to work towards. It will make this journey of building wealth from nothing much, much easier. I can tell you that from just experience. Number 5, map out your efforts. And this is a big one. Once you start down this path to wealth, map it out. Don't worry about the finer details initially, as things may and will change over time. The magic here is to actually try to forecast your wealth date. Now, your wealth date is the day you can go, hey, I don't need to work anymore, and I have enough money put away that I just don't care, and I can retire, I can go tripping, I can do anything I want to. Now, when you start, you might find that your wealth date, where you're starting at, could be 30 years down the road, but take heart. As you continue to work on the other 4 steps I've already mentioned, you'll watch your time frame shrink, and again, it will highly motivate you to put in even more effort. And the more effort you put into it, the more it shrinks. Continue to adjust and speculate different ideas in your plan to wealth. Sometimes something won't work out, so make sure you have backup plans. I'm always working on backup plans. That way, I don't get caught with my pants down. Also, planning out your efforts will help keep you and your whole family on board for the long haul. And if you still have children, you'll be teaching them a very valuable skill. With these 5 steps, are you on board? Still not 100% sure? In the video that you'll be seeing showing up right in a second here, I'll be showing you some significant reasons why it's so important to save more now than ever. It's already been seen by over 10,000 people, and it's had over 400 likes. So it's definitely a very popular video. Be sure to check it out, and I think you too will enjoy this video if you haven't yet seen it. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me today, as I know your time is valuable. Frank Thomas here, and it's my desire to see you build wealth from nothing.